In the ancient days of China, there was a group of merchants. And these merchants were very, very smart for their time. These merchants, they sold diamonds. And they began to realize that as customers would come by and buy their diamonds, they had the diamonds out on little stands, they began to realize that the customers, when they looked at the diamond that they wanted, their pupils would dilate, or their pupils would get bigger. And they began to realize that this was showing attraction, or it was showing interest. And so they would raise their prices on these diamonds. Now this is nonverbal communication at its core. And this is what my topic today is going to be about. It's going to be about nonverbal communication. So my goal of this presentation is to expand your awareness or expand your perceptions of nonverbal communication. And through doing this, I think it will increase your communication effectiveness, whether you're giving a presentation or whether you're talking to someone interpersonally. So my expertise or my background in this field is I've been studying nonverbal communication for about a year and a half. Just last term, I took the nonverbal communication class at PSU. That was awesome. I highly recommend it. And I read lots of books on the subject, and I am taking vocal lessons this summer, and that's a big part of nonverbal communication, how you say things. And so today I'm going to discuss two main points. My first main point is going to be vocalics, or how you say what you say, and my second main point is going to be body language, like gestures or stance or posture. So my first main point is voice, how we say what we say. Nicholas Boothman, in his book, How to Make People Like You in 90 Seconds or Less, quoted a famous psychological study. And this psychological study is actually the most quoted study from psychology ever. And this study says that 55% of all communication is body language. 38% of all communication is vocal, or how we say what we say. And 7% of what we say is the words that we use. Now this was very amazing to me. It made my jaw drop. And so I'm going to go on my first point now, which is how you say what you say. There's many different ways you can measure how you say. For example, like your tone and your pitch, if you go really high or if you go really down low. Your speed, if you're going really, really fast, or if you're going super, super slow. There's like volume, pauses, and it's been shown that when they slow down people's speeches and when they slow down movies, people who speak the slowest have the biggest impact as speakers. We were watching MLK in here, and MLK, he speaks very, very slow. It's the slowest in history. And actually, Obama's rate matches that almost exactly, and they're both very, very good speakers. And so why do we like good presentations, or why do we like movies? We like these things because the people exaggerate, and they're out there, and they're doing something that we like to watch. And so another big thing that my vocal teacher Lex was telling me about is your breath. And your breath is really, really linked to emotional states. So if you're angry, you're going to be breathing really deep. And if you're breathing really deep like that, that's going to cause you to become angry, or vice versa. So if you want to control your emotional states, all you really have to do is control your breathing. If you breathe really slow and nice and calm, you're going to be in a calm state. And my vocal teacher Lex has a BA in speech and hearing sciences and is also a certified transformational voice coach. Okay, for my second point, I'm going to be talking about body language, which is 55% of all communication. And actions really do speak louder than words. And for this point, I need a volunteer from the audience. Kane, I was hoping that you would come up here. This is going to be my visual aid for the presentation.
Are you crying easy?
Okay. So I'd like you to just start off in a nice little hunched posture. See, this isn't a very confident posture. It's not a very good posture. If he came up and gave a speech like this the whole time, it wouldn't be that effective. But now I want you to roll up each vertebrae at a time, shoulders back, and then I want you to tuck your shoulders into your back pockets, and stand nice. perfect feet. You know, this just says, don't fuck with me. No one's gonna fuck with this guy right now. And that's a very confident gesture, and this is making you get into a confident state by doing this. Now go back in your slouch, terrible posture. Now he's feeling sad, he's not happy. Okay, now I want you to close your body posture, and maybe put this foot over here and like lean away from me. This is very close. Like if I'm trying to have a conversation with him, it's not going to be very good. Closed posture indicates resistance, frustration, anxiety, nervousness, impatience, and stubbornness. And it's closed because you're defending the heart. You're blocking your heart so that people can't get at your heart. Now, if you have an open posture, let's make it a nice open posture and face the audience. Then essentially you're not blocking your heart anymore. You're essentially saying like, you guys can't hurt me. I feel free to like open my heart up to you guys. Okay, you can go sit back down. Thanks for the visual aid. I would also like all of you in the audience now to lean back in your chair and put your hands behind your head. Lean back all the way behind your head. This is a superiority gesture. So you guys feel really superior right now, really confident. If your boss does this to you and he puts his feet up on the desk, that's saying like as much as I've heard all this before, I don't need to listen to you guys. All right, you can put your arms down and then go into the steeple position like this, everyone. Okay, good. That is also another superiority gesture. It's saying like, my face is up here, look at me, I'm up here. But if you just go like this, then that's a more like thoughtful gesture, like you're thinking about it. And if you rub your hands together really fast, you're really excited about something. But if a salesman is like rubbing his hands slowly, then you're like plotting about what you're gonna do. Okay. So those are my two main points, your voice, how you say what you say, and your body language and your posture. And I think that, just having like an understanding of that there's like really, nonverbal communication is really like plays a bigger role than we think it does. I think that it's going to kind of open your perceptions up. And so we're always communicating and we're always sending messages. And I think it's good to just be aware of those messages.